welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Iris Colombe. Nice to meet you, enchantée. If you are a recurring subscriber, thank you for being back. I am happy, I'm glad to have you here. Let's get into this subject. Okay, so as the title says, today I am sharing my testimony, coming to Canada testimony. This is something that I've been wanting to do since I opened my channel, but it wasn't the right time. Today is the right time. So I am going to share with you my testimony coming to Canada. First of all, I just want to say that I am grateful to be in this amazing country. If anyone knows me, I've shared also before on this channel that I am from Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, in West Africa. My first language is French, d'où l'accent. You can see, je parle français. And, you know, Canada wasn't initially on my list. I grew up in Abidjan, en Côte d'Ivoire. I went to school there. I did everything there. I was in an all-girls school. I have loving parents. I have sisters that I love dearly. Shout out to you, my babies. I call them my babies. I'm not the firstborn. I'm the secondborn. And, you know, I had an amazing life. Nothing to complain about. I thank Jesus for my life back in Abidjan. I love my country. I would definitely recommend. If anyone is watching me from Canada and you have not been in Africa and you have not been to Abidjan, to Ivory Coast, or to any country, any other country in Africa, I just want to tell you guys, we are not living in trees, okay? We don't live in trees. We don't drink coconut every day. I'm not dancing with lions. No African is dancing with lions or elephants for that matter, because the animal of my country is the elephant. So I'm not dancing with elephant and giraffes and lions and anything. Africa is a continent just like America, just like Europe, just like Asia. We are normal people, just like you. We're just Africans. Different cultures, but all children of God, okay? Just putting this disclaimer there because as you will see when I start telling my story, I've had that before, of people asking me if I was living in trees and stuff. But it's no big deal, it's fine, whatever. Anyway, so like I said, my childhood was very much good. Like I didn't have any issues. I graduated in high school and I decided that with my parents, of course, that I wanted to study abroad. Since I was little, my favorite country has always been England. I saw myself as the Queen of England. I've always wanted to be the Queen of England. La Reine d'Angleterre, you know. And I love Harry Potter, okay? I have read all Harry Potter books. I was very much into books. I love reading. Harry Potter was my favorite. I've always dreamed, and it's still my dream, to go to England and go to the Harry Potter Museum. Just, I want to see Poudlard. I want to see Harry, Hermione, I think that's how you guys say it in English. Hermione. I want to see Ron. I want to see all of them, okay? And yeah, this is basically my childhood. It's been great. It's been great. It's been great. Absolutely great, guys, okay?
I just want to thank all of the incredible...
Perfect. Outstanding. Amazing. Just joking. Um, so, yeah, where was I? In high school. So I graduated from high school, and actually my high school graduation is also a story. I thought I would not graduate. I wasn't confident in myself. I was scared. But I always had Jesus. Like I said in many videos before, I was Catholic, but I believe in Jesus. Catholic believes in Jesus. So I believe in Jesus, and I always had Jesus and Mary, yeah, but I had Jesus. And I've prayed, and I believe I graduated, and it was a miracle. They said my name first. So, like I said, I decided with my dad that I was gonna come to Canada because since I was little, I always complained, oh, it's too hot in Africa, blah blah blah, acting up like it's too hot. By the way, it's too hot. It's very hot back home, but now I love it. I rather have hot than cold, but that's another story, whatever. But and my name, my surname, my first and middle name together make ice. And so people, my family sometimes would call me Ice, or like elephant skin. My uncle would call me sometimes elephant skin because I was never cold. I was always hot. Sometimes you get a bit cold, like 20 degrees back home and something, and it's cold. But I wasn't cold. I was like, oh, it's too hot. I was always the one putting the fan, like the lower temperature and everything. So I was like, oh, Canada might just be, if I can go to Antarctica, Canada might just be the country for me. So we decided that I was going to go to Canada. I had to find a school. I had to find how I'm going to get in the architecture because I ended up choosing architecture. So how am I going to end up being in the architecture school and everything. So the process was long, and I couldn't qualify for the architecture degree because they asked for like a portfolio, something that I'd never done before. And I realized that, people here, when they're in high school, they do many different things in case like someone wants to be an architect. They have art classes and everything. I had never done that before. So I couldn't qualify for that. And then I was like, oh, okay, if I can't be an architect, then I'll just be an engineer. So that's how I applied for engineering. And funny story is, usually what people do when they come abroad or they move abroad is that they will apply for mini school and then hope that you get into one or pray that you get into one, and you travel, you come to the school. What I did was very unconventional, and I truly believe that Jesus was with me because I only applied for one school. Okay. I only applied for one school. For someone that, my whole life depending on it, right? My whole university life, right? Like, who is going to apply for one school? One school, one country, that's it. And I prayed, I don't know, I think Jesus. I actually don't think, okay, I'm a believer. I believe this was Jesus' work. Because I applied for the one school and I got the admission. I was shocked. Okay, I had good grades, obviously. I had good grades, but who would I thought, right? So I applied for the school. I got into the school. I got the acceptance letter. Now, time to move. Another thing is I had to do an English test because obviously I don't speak English. English is not my first language. We take English in school. I was really good at English, but it's not the same English, right? Like English that I take in school, I can't speak it fluently all the time, and like, am I going to be able to even understand my classes? So I also had to find an English school, found an English school. I did an English test. I got the test before coming, and then I got into the school. I had to move, And the day before I needed to travel, my family was a bit worried, and they were a bit scared, and they wanted to kind of pull it out and say, oh, you're not going to Canada. And by the way, I must say that I'm from a family of only girls, and I'm the only one in Canada, so my parents were scared. They were very scared, like, it's like we're going to dump our child to a foreign country, and it's a girl, and we don't know what's gonna happen. But that day, when, like, I saw that everyone wasn't, like, I saw that it wasn't for sure that I wasn't out, that I was gonna travel. I and my mom prayed, like, we really prayed. At that time, I was praying to Mary, so I did my rosary. I was praying, I cried, Jesus, Jesus, please. And everything went well. I was able to travel. I traveled with my mommy, and I came to Canada. The testimony part, I mean, I believe the end of God in that is before I came to Canada, I remember one day, and I still remember that dream. It's like when the Bible talk about, like, dream, like Joseph had the dream, and all these people, like, that had dreams in the Bible, and the Bible say, the Lord answered me in Habakkuk. I'm reading it from my Bible right now. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 to 3. The Lord answered me, write down the vision, write it clearly on clay tablets, so whoever reads it can run to tell others. It is not yet time for the message to come true, but that time is coming soon. The message will come true. Amen. I'm so emotional when I talk about this. Oh my God. Before even coming to Canada, before even knowing that I would be in Canada, I remember one day, because when I was back home, we used to take naps in the afternoon in high school and everything. And so I went and took my nap time. And that nap time was like, I was in a white bed. I was sleeping. And then I woke up and I was like standing in the room, and then the room had like a patio area, like an outside area. So I opened the door, went outside, and then I saw the street, and there was a bird and everything. And then I woke up, and when I woke up, like, it was my nap time, right? When I woke up, I was like, whoa, this is really strange. Like, I don't know, that place didn't look, by the way, like Ivory Coast, like Côte d'Ivoire. It looked like somewhere else that I didn't know. I don't remember if there was snow, but I don't think there was snow. There wasn't snow, but it looked different. It looked really different. So when I came to Canada, I actually I was in a homestead program. So it was a program where, like, you would stay at a Canadian person place, right? Just so that you get into the culture and whatever. So I was with a woman. I was staying at a woman place, an old woman place, really nice lady, and she would speak English. She would cook for me and everything, and I would take in my English classes, because I still had to take English classes. And when I got to Canada, I got to that woman's place, and then I think it was one Saturday, I got into the room, my room, right? It was my room. I woke up, and then I looked around me. It looked exactly like the dream I had few years back, when I was back home taking my nap. I went, and I it was like a sensation of deja vu. I went to the windows, to the door. I opened the window. I opened the door. What's going on? I opened the door. Sorry. I opened the door, and it was the same feeling. I felt like I've been here before. What's going on? So it was really, I was like, wow, Jesus. Like I said, wow, Jesus told me that before. Like Jesus showed it to me. And so that verse for me was really a testimony. Like that situation that happened, it was a testimony. And I was like, God, you did it. It's not even me. You did it for me. You know what I mean? And I was grateful. I was grateful. I was so grateful to Jesus, because I was like, who would have thought me of all people would be here? Like, it was nothing, right? I was just moving to Canada, in a country where I don't speak the language too well. Everyone told me you have an accent. People still tell me I have an accent. I don't think my French accent is ever gonna go away, by the way. But it's okay. I don't mind it. I love my accent. But, a stranger in a new land by yourself, and you see, I saw the hand of God in every little thing that happened to me. Like literally from the beginning, from even before I got to the country. And that even reminds me right now, I didn't even write it down, that part, but it reminds me of the verse that I say, before you were born, I knew you. I knew you. It's like Jesus knows us, and Jesus knows what we're going to do, where we're going to go, every single thing before we are born. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And even talking about it, that's the reason why I would never leave him. Like, I would never not believe in God. Like, no matter who tells me, are you sure men are not from this or that, or like, is this God you don't even see, how come you believe in him? Whatever someone might say, how can I be doubtful when from the beginning of the process, even before I knew that I would be in this country, I saw his hand acting on my life like that. He gave me a dream. And this is not even the half of the story. I don't even know. I don't want to be too long. Maybe I'm going to do part 2. I'm going to stop at this as part 1, and I'm going to do a part 2 of the video. But when I got to this country, and I was grateful. I was grateful to God. I said, Jesus, who am I? Not everyone has the chance to travel. Not everyone has the chance to, like, some people even here in Canada, they never leave. They've never been to any other country. They just know their country. And I studied abroad, and you helped me. I am where I am and who I am because of you, God, and there's no way I will leave you. I'm going to read the verse again. The Bible says, write down the vision. It's Habakkuk 2, chapter 2, verse 2 to 3. Write it clearly on clay tablets, so whoever reads it can run to tell others. It is not yet time for the message to come true, but that time is coming soon. The message will come true. What a beautiful verse. What a beautiful. How great of a God do we have, guys? This is part 1. I need to do part 2, part 3. I'm gonna keep you waiting so you keep watching my videos. I'm just kidding. But this is part 1, and this is how I got to Canada. that person, that woman that I was living at her place, she was so nice. I had never lived at a I don't want to do the color stuff, but I have never lived at a white person place before. I would say it's true that we were paying her, but she was nice. She was cooking for us. She was giving us food, helping us find our way around Toronto, the subways and everything, the bus. She helped me. She helped me so much. Till this day, I pray that God blesses her and that God continue to bless her and her family and her children and her children's children, because she did more than what was required for me. And that's also how I saw the love of God. Because saying, when God says love each other, or the love of God, or whatever, it's not just like saying I love you to someone. It's through actions. And Jesus said, whoever loves me, follow my command. She was not Christian, by the way. I don't believe she was not Christian. But the love that she showed me, a stranger from Africa, the little African lady, 18 years old, fresh, brand new in her country, she showed me love. And that's the love of God. That's the love of God. It's not just Christian that can show love for others or love of God. Like you see it, I have seen it in many more people that are not even Christian. And that was a blessing. I bless her and I bless her home. I didn't plan on saying all that in the video, but whatever. I'm letting myself being led by the Spirit. But what I want to say is, I was surprised. It was a great experience. I took my English classes. I had many friends. I had friends from Venezuela. I had friends from Colombia. I had friends from Taiwan. I remember all of you guys. Wow. I have friends from all over the world, truly. All over the world. We're all taking English classes together. And they were super cool, super nice. Until today, I still see them sometimes on social media and we'll discuss here and there. Friend from Brazil, yes, they're amazing. And God truly showed me his mercy and his blessing. So for this part 1, I'm going to stop here. I don't want to make the video too long because it's going to be 1 hour and no one wants to watch a 1 hour video. I'll give you another verse that I really like that's kind of related to the story. Mark 11, verse 24. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. I really love this verse. Oh my God. We love this verse. I'll discuss more about it in my other video, but I hope you guys like this little testimony. I'll see you in the next video. If you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe. Also, everyone, make sure you like if you like this video and share it with your friends. And I'll see you next one. Love you. Bye, guys.